Hey guys, welcome to chorus class. I'm really sorry that I can't be with you for the first couple weeks, but I'll be back September 15th, so be ready. And you might see me in the halls or in the classroom. Before then, I might just have a little baby with me, just for fun. This video, I want to talk to you really quick about the grading system for this class. Because there's freshmen, sophomores, juniors, and seniors all in one class, it's going to be graded a little bit differently because the freshmen are on the standards-based grading system. Now, you're going to hear a lot about the standards-based grading system, and you're going to be very, very sick of hearing about the standards-based grading system by the end of the school year. But it's something that we do need to talk about really briefly. I'm going to give you just a really quick overview of what it is and how it's going to affect this class.
So the standards-based grading system is a grading system that takes the standards of a certain class and makes them known and makes them very, very clear. The standards of chorus class are going to be a little bit different, of course, than any other class. But the standards of chorus class are going to be the same as, for example, another fine arts class. For example, both the standards for if you were to walk into an art class with Mr. Remy or if you were to walk into a music class are going to be as follows. Understand the concepts, terminologies, and processes in music or art. Create, communicate, express using a musical performance or an artwork. Listen to, analyzing, evaluating, and describing musical performances and artwork. Understanding relationships between VPA, which means visual and performing arts, the other arts, and disciplines outside the arts, and understanding VPA in relation to history and culture. But now we get into where the difference comes in. Even though there's understanding of concepts, terminology, and processes in music or art for both music and art, the benchmarks and the indicators are different. The indicators would be the black and the benchmarks would be the purple. You will be graded in this class on the purple, which leads to being graded on the black, which leads to being proficient in the actual graduation standard, which would be understanding of concepts, terminology, and processes in music or art. So basically, if you are proficient in the purple, you'll be proficient in the black, you'll be proficient in the green. Though, and we'll talk more about it when the time comes, for example, if you can't sight read down near the bottom, the second to last one, you can't sight read using the correct pitch, but your vocabulary, the very next one, your terms, symbols, and demonstration of up to 150 vocabulary words is fantastic, you might still be able to be proficient in the standard itself, in the green, even though you've missed a couple purples. Now, before you start thinking that this is an impossible task and it's just going to be ridiculous, there are some standards that are easier to meet than others. For example, number 2, create, communicate, express using a musical performance or an artwork. Well, using a musical performance, you have the winter concert, you have the spring concert, you have the concert tour. Those are all ways to meet this standard, quite simply. Again, to meet this standard, listening to and analyzing, all you really have to be able to do is listen to the music that you perform and be able to evaluate it. For example, if you thought that you did really well at the concert, you need to be able to tell me why. If you thought that you didn't do well, you need to be able to tell me why. This one is a little harder, and we're going to have to talk some more about this and, the technical vocabulary and the identifying and the historical periods. We're going to have to talk a little bit more about this during class, but again, I'm here to help. That's my job. So what does this mean for upperclassmen? Yes, the freshmen are being graded this way. The freshmen have to meet those standards in order to graduate. Upperclassmen, you don't have to meet those standards in order to graduate. However, you do need a fine arts credit in order to graduate, so it's kind of the same thing. Basically, I'm going to take the same principles and the same things I'm doing with the underclassmen or with the freshmen, but just create a number grade or a letter grade to go with it, as opposed to the 1, 2, 3, 4 system that the freshmen are going to see. What I need you to understand is that this is like a pilot year for this. None of us have done this before, none of the teachers. And things are going to happen that aren't necessarily the way it should be and that aren't necessarily going to be the way that's going to be next year. But we're all going to try, and we're all going to work hard, and we're all going to try to make it work. And, of course, one more shout out to my cute little one, Michelina. I look forward to seeing you in a couple weeks. I hope I actually get to see you sooner than that. You'll have a couple more videos between now and then we're going to have a great year singing some great music, and we're just going to have fun. So look forward to it, and even though there's some new grading stuff, just remember that it's all about having the fun and creating the music. I'll see you soon.